Hi guys, this is Carla. I am from the Anatomy and Physiology of Lab class. Today we will be talking about the epithelial tissue, its functions, where it's found, and everything. There are different types of epithelial tissue, and yes. So what is epithelial tissue? Epithelial tissue is a sheet of tightly packaged cells that obviously it covers the body external surfaces, lining the internal organs and body cavities. It also forms glands. Because it covers lines and so many other structures, epithelial tissue acts as one of the first line of defense against any injuries, pathogens, or dehydration. Some of the functions of epithelial tissue is that it has, first, it is used as a protection, for example, like the skin, that it protects us from physical injuries, bacteria, viruses, and excessive water loss. Another also of the function is that it's absorption. Epithelial tissue lining the small intestine absorbs nutrients from the digestive food. One of the third functions is also secretion, which helps us with digestive enzymes. They will also have the filtration. In the kidneys, epithelial tissue filters blood to help remove any waste. Also, some of the epithelial tissues contain sensory receptors, since it's the outer layer, to help us detect touch, temperature, pain, or pressure. There is 6 types of epithelial tissue. We have the simple squamous, which consists of a single layer and it's flat. We also have the cuboidal, which consists of cubical shapes, as we see here, that are specialized for secretion and absorption, which are usually found in the kidney or the glands. And then we have the simple cumular epithelium, which these are tall cells that we see here that are specialized for absorption and secretion. And then we have the spherically columnar epithelium. Although it appears as many layers, every cell touches the basement membrane, so it actually is a single layer. It usually contains cilia, globin cells that trap and move mucus in the receptor tract. And fifth, we have the stratified squamous epithelium. This tissue consists of many layers in the cells that protect us against any friction. It is usually found in the skin, mouth, or the mouth. And last but not least, we have the transitional epithelium. This tissue is unique because it stretches and it returns to its original shape. Then we have the first example, which is the skin. The outer layer of the skin is called epidermis, which is made out of keratinocytes and is called the stratified squamous epithelium. This tissue provides protection against any bacteria, viruses, chemicals, and dehydration. Keratin is a tough protein that helps waterproof skin and it makes it more resistant to injury. Then we also have an example here of the small intestine, which is a simple columnar epithelium, as we said right here, because it helps us absorb any nutrient. The cell contains tiny projections called microvilli, which increases the surface ability for absorption. The simple columnar epithelium also contains globin cells, which produce mucus and that lubricates and protects the intestinal lining. Overall, we know that the epithelial tissue, it is used to cover substance linings and cavity and form glands. It also performs many functions, including protection and absorption. Then we also know that we have 6 major epithelial tissues. Understanding epithelial tissue, it is important because it forms a protective covering and lining of the body. And yeah, and this is overall everything that we have for epithelial tissue. Thank you so much.